Hi guys, welcome back to our course on NumPy. In our last lecture, we covered the difference between copy and view. And today we are gonna learn about the array shape. So let's get started. So the first question is, what is array shape in NumPy? So the shape of array represents the number of elements present in each dimension. Now the next question arises in our mind is how to get the shape of an array. So we can use the array attribute called shape to get the shape of an array. So the result is a tuple which each index having the number of respective elements. Now let's move on to the code. So let me just write Python 3 and hit enter. Now I'm gonna import NumPy as np and hit enter. So now let's start with a zero dimensional array. A zero dimensional array is a scalar. So I'm gonna write arr0 or array name is equal to np.array, and in bracket I'm gonna write a scalar. This time I'm not gonna pass a tuple. So now I'm gonna print arr0. Sorry, I need to rectify it. arr0 and hit enter. So I got the scalar as result. Now I'm gonna print arr0 dot shape. So it returns me an empty tuple. So it doesn't have any dimension. So it is a 0D array. So now let's move on to 1D array. So I'm gonna create a 1D array first. So array name arr1 is equal to np.array, and this time I'm gonna pass a tuple. So the values from 1 to 9 constitute the tuple. Now I'm gonna print the array and I'm gonna print its shape. Since it is a 1D array, it has one dimension and the number of elements in that dimension is 9. So now let's move on to a two-dimensional array. So first I'm going to create a 2D array. So arr of 2 or array name is equal to np.array. This time I'm gonna pass two 1D arrays because we know that in a 2D array or matrix the elements are 1D arrays. So I've passed the elements. Now let me print arr2, and now I'm gonna print its shape. So print arr2 dot shape. So it has two dimension. The number of elements in first dimension are 2 and in second dimension are 4. It is other way of saying that number of rows are 2 and number of columns are 4. Now moving on to a 3D array. Let's create a 3D array. So the elements of a 3D array are 2D arrays. So we have to create a 3D array accordingly. So I've created a 3D array. Now I'm gonna print array and I'm gonna print the shape of the array. So print arr3 dot shape. So it's showing me list object has no attribute shape. So let me just do it again. There's an error. So it's an attribute error. So let me just create a 3D array again. So let's try again. This is the basic thing. When you fail, you have to try again. Just don't give up. So ARR 3, let's name it ARR 3 new. ARR 3 new. So ARR 3 new is equal to np.array, and now I'm gonna pass 2D arrays. So I've created a 3D array, a new 3D array from scratch again, and now I'm gonna print ARR3 new dot shape. Now I'm gonna hit enter. So this has 3 dimension, and the number of elements in respective dimension are 2, 2 and 3. So this is the optimized or the exact or the correct output. Now I have got an assignment for you. You have to create a 4D array, and you have to print the shape of that 4D array. You can also create a 4D array using NumPy method as we discussed. So in today's lecture, we covered array shape, the attribute shape, and we calculated shape of 0D, 1D, 2D and 3D arrays respectively. That's all for today. This video is brought to you by Programming Knowledge. Please like, comment, share, subscribe and hit the bell button for updates, and stay tuned with us for more sessions. Thank you.